What's up YouTube, Playmatter here, bringing you this week's Yu-Gi-Oh! Rulings for You video. Okay, so I'm just going to cover some things about Burning Abyss that, if you have read all the cards, that you'll be aware of. However, I know that you just sit and let them do their thing with this deck because they can take a while to take their turn, so that you allow them to search and special if you haven't got any response of your own. However, there is one thing that came up over the weekend, which is that a player special summoned 2 of the Burning Abyss monsters, and then when detaching from the Dante, they try to activate it again, and with each of the Burning Abyss monsters, you can only use one of the following effects of Burning Abyss monster per turn and only once that turn. And to special summon them is one of their effects, meaning you can't get the secondary effect of it going to the graveyard if you detach it. So just look out for that at any level of tournament play, because sometimes people do forget or they try and cheat. If you are a Burning Abyss player and want to make sure that you don't do this, just make sure you normal summon one of the 2 monsters that you're going to use to make a Dante. Okay, so I move on to rank up Magic Astral Force, which is another card for the Burning Abyss deck. Now, a lot of players kind of just feel that they've lost when they see their opponent add this card back to hand and they make a second Dante, and they've already got a Constellar Pleiades face up, and they overlay into, let's say, another Dante, and play Rank Up Magic Astral Force again. Fun fact, the first line of text on this card is, target one XYZ monster you control with the highest rank. Your choice if it's tied. You may not have realised this or may not have read this, but yes, they cannot target their Dante for another copy of Rank Up Magic Astral Force. And I just wanted to stress the importance of reading your opponent's cards and being aware that just like the Dragon Rulers, you make sure that each of these can only be used once and only activate one of their effects per turn. Okay, so the next question is about continuous card effects and Mystical Space Typhoon. There was several questions. Basically, every single continuous spell or trap card has to resolve to get any of its effect. So if a player summons a monster, you change skill drain, they chain MST, it doesn't negate that monster's effect because it doesn't resolve, you do pay the cost. If you play tanky, they MST that, you don't get the search. And if you declare an attack and they play Fiendish Chain and the Fiendish Chain gets Mystical Space Typhoon, then the attack still goes through. And there's especially some confusion with Vanity's Emptiness. Vanity's Emptiness, if it hasn't resolved yet, will not destroy itself if you kill another card. So let's make an example chain. Chainlink 1, Tour Guide, Chainlink 2, Vanity's Emptiness, Chainlink 3, Mystical Space Typhoon, target another set card. Mystical Space Typhoon would destroy this set card, and then Vanity's Emptiness would resolve, and then Tour Guide would resolve without effect. Vanity's Emptiness would not go to the graveyard because it hasn't resolved yet. Okay, so the next question is to do with what happens if you destroy a Pendulum monster in the spell zone, and there's a face-up D-Fissure or there's a face-up Macrocosmos. If there's a face-up Macrocosmos, it gets banished because card effects beat game mechanics, and Pendulum monsters going from the Pendulum zone to the top of the extra deck is a game mechanic. For now, it's being ruled that Pendulum monsters will get banished by Macrocosmos. With Dimensional Fissure, however, they will go to the top of the extra deck because they are treated as spells when they are being destroyed. It's a bit like Insector Hornet. So that's that ruling basically. The next rulings is one of my personal favourites, which is monsters that have the card text, if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, and monsters that say when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard. The rule is, if it has to send it to the graveyard, that monster must stay face up, so you can't crash it, and it can't be a Raikou or whatever. If the attacking monster is destroyed in any way, then it will not get its effect. However, with cards like Jurek Guiber that say if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, it doesn't have to stay face up, so it can crash with the monster, summon another Guiber. So yeah, you can really catch your opponent off guard. So I let whatever they want to do resolve. When they try and activate their effect, I just inform them that they can't, by which point they've probably misplayed and lost quite a lot of advantage. Okay, so the last question is from my channel. Last week I was asked, what happens if a Superheavy Samurai Big Benkei is breakthrough skilled if he's in defense mode and attacking a monster? If you chain breakthrough skill to the attack declaration, the attack will not go through, and his effect to attack in defense mode is no longer applied. Okay, so thanks for watching this week's Yu-Gi-Oh! Rulings for You video. Please subscribe if you enjoy my videos. There'll be plenty of deck profiles. I've got a deck profile of a Satella deck that has gone 18-0 because for the last 2 weeks they have gone completely undefeated at their local event. So I'm going to bring that to you as well. I know there's a lot of Satella players really trying to find the best build for YCS London and regionals all around the country and all around the world. As always, thanks for watching this video. Please give it a great big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Playmata, signing out.